A Games for Gamers perspective on loot boxes. Since it was announced that Middle-earth Shadows of War would have microtransactions in order to get loot boxes, this subject has been brought up again. I don't think it's a new subject, but indeed it is getting to a point where being silent is not an option anymore. I already had a post on my blog talking about DLCs and season passes, but I think this is reaching a high new level of greed, so let's talk about it. You see, loot boxes are useful and even necessary for online-only multiplayer games, especially free-to-play games. As the developers give you the option to play that game for free, they need to give you options to contribute to the monetary effort creating and maintaining their game is. So, you download their game for free, and the longer you play, the more content you unlock. And if you want to speed up the experience, because these games require content to be enjoyed properly, then you pick up your wallet and throw some dollars to the faces. With such loot boxes, you get random content the game needs in order to give you a full experience. But that is not the only thing going on. Loot boxes also exist in multiplayer-only games where the devs are not giving you anything necessary. For example, in Overwatch, you get loot boxes just by playing the game, and you unlock skins and other extra material that has nothing to do with the content. You can pay for those loot boxes, of course, but you don't need to. It is of course a good tactic, as we players already paid $60 to get the game. The least you can do is to offer the entire game within that price. The rest are just extras, which just exist to give some personality to your games. Not bad. Even if it's not a free-to-play game, what you are unlocking is just extra content that it is not required to complete the experience, rather just enhance it a little bit. So with this being said, why is there a problem with loot boxes now? Well, to start with, Shadows of War is a single-player game. It has online options of course, but it is not your simple online-only experience. We have two problems here. One, as a single-player game, all of the content of the game should be there, only getting unlocked by advancing in the story or doing side missions. We won't be talking about DLCs today. Problem number two is that the content you unlock in the single-player campaign and through loot boxes also affects the multiplayer experience. An issue related to the first problem is that loot boxes are a very lazy and not rewarding at all way of unlocking content. You give me an amazing game where I start as a loner, half human, half elf who ends up being the leader of an army I made myself. Wouldn't it be better if I could give my orcs enchanted weapons or mounts by building forges or hunting grounds? Don't you think that I, as a gamer, would feel way more rewarded unlocking those perks that way? Opening a box and getting a Karagor for my favorite champion is not rewarding, sorry to say. I know I don't need to pay real money to do so, but that's why I will go now to another issue related to problem number 2. And here's the deal, by paying money you can get more equipment and enhancements on this game that will certainly make you stronger in both the single player campaign and the multiplayer. Paying your way up to the end of the single player campaign is quite sad, but you have your right to do so. However, it transforms the multiplayer into a straight up pay to win situation. Why would I go and try to beat other players that will have my ass handed to because they've given you $100 while I haven't? I already gave you $60, I should be able to enjoy the whole experience for that price. You see, this is where the problem of loot boxes lies. Developers are going to use this cheap solution to give you rewards, random rewards, remember. It will mess with the originality of creating something cool to get such rewards, and honestly, as a gamer, this saddens me. I feel sorry for people who really enjoy multiplayer experiences in single-player based games too. If this becomes a new path in gaming, your experiences in the online world will be smashed by those who have fatter wallets. Please devs, leave loot boxes to multiplayer only games or free to play games. Sincerely, a gamer, your consumer.